The news of the Israeli F-35 fighter jet being shot down should be considered the most important news spread by several reliable military news sources in the past few days. In fact, it was after the severe disruption in the integrated communication system of Iran's air defense that the country's air defense was able to become operational again around 6 p.m. on Friday, and the power of Israel's attacks on Iran was somewhat reduced. This issue later caused the reputable channels Flight at the Top and Ajamdia to claim that the country's air defense had shot down the Israeli F-35 fighters, and it is said that the Iranian defense has managed to shoot down 3 F-35 fighters whose pilots ejected. This issue has not been denied or confirmed by the Iranian army. Now, with the assessment of the damage and the relative reconstruction of the country's air defense command, there are reports of Iranian movements. In this video, we are going to take a look at the 0 and 10 events of Friday and see what we should expect from Iran and Israel. Iran's air defense should be considered one of the most famous defenses in the entire Middle East, which was able to make a name for itself due to the indigenous development of air defense products and ultimately hunting American and Israeli drones. However, with a few hours of silence, the air defense of Iran was the first hour of the Israeli attack on Iran when it broadcast news of a major sabotage. This issue, after the reactivation of the defense lines, especially in the cities of Tabriz and Kermanshah, which had the most recorded hits, indicated a major disruption in the defense communication system, and it seems that despite the identification and tracking of targets by the detection radars, the connection between the radar and the launches was disrupted. The issue, which based on images released by the Israeli Air Force, shows that most of the attack systems were turned off, and in the first hour of the conflict, part of the Iranian defenses were involved in a major sabotage operation, and the remaining defenses in the defense ring were also hit by internal agents, by quadcopters and anti-armor missiles, and finally by Harpy suicide drones launched from inside Iran itself. Considering the occurrence of 9 waves of attacks by the Israeli Air Force, the wave of damage to part of the Iranian defenses, especially the border zero-point defenses, and despite intercepting a significant part of the projectiles, eventually some of the missiles were tracked due to the pressure on the country's defenses. According to unofficial reports, at least 400 drones and suicide quadcopters were fired from inside Iranian territory, and a similar number or more from the Iraqi sky at the defense positions. The total volume of attacks from within has caused the country's air defense to restore and eliminate the disruption caused, while also rebuilding the Western defense and dismantling its own stored systems. Currently, Iran's air defense is creating a golden defense scenario for interception and defense.
If you are also unfamiliar with the concept of golden defense, this concept means that defense systems are deployed at various points. When projectiles and aircraft enter or pass, they are activated and engage their own targets, trying to prevent themselves from being suppressed by the enemy as much as possible. But according to the Israeli Air Force, this force managed to enter the country's skies with 9 attack aircraft and tried in several attempts to attack Isfahan and the Fordo nuclear facility, and ultimately the Air Force in this area, which, according to the Isfahan Defense Command, this defense was able to resist well, and after the implementation of the Defense Gold Plan, there were reports of air clashes between F-14 Tomcats and hostile fighters using the flight mask at the peak. Also, according to reports, in addition to the Isfahan defense, the defenses of Bushehr and the south of the country were also able to perform well. However, the Western defense, which has turned to defensive tactics in light of the sabotage that has been carried out, and a number of Iranian defense systems, including the Bavar 373, Tabas, and the Tor-M, were hit, citing published images. According to the images, systems such as the Bavar 373 were not active at all, which strengthens the possibility of an attack with anti-tank missiles from within. In general, with the damage to part of the Bavar 373 battalion in the west of the country's medium-range and tactical defense systems are currently active in the western sky of the country. However, in the northwest, a similar action and heavy bombing of the Shahid Fakhori Air Base in Tabriz caused great damage, and according to the Iranian flight channel, this base was removed from operational range. This issue, which, considering the sighting of several Israeli Harpoon drones in the sky of Tabriz, indicates possible operational and military intelligence support from Iran's neighboring country, indicates that the aforementioned drone entered Iranian skies from the territory of the Republic of Azerbaijan, as well as continuing defense clashes with hostile drones. Reports of the shooting down of several drones have been officially confirmed by the army, and a number of drones that were about to fly over Tabriz or were approaching Isfahan were suppressed by the country's air defenses. On the other hand, the country's defenses have gradually shown better performance in restoring their readiness, and despite the release of images of a targeted suicide quadcopter attack, they have shot down a large number of these drones. But considering the incoming and decreasing number of launches and the country's radar sites, including the Subashi site, which was confirmed by Chinese satellites, and also based on other reports that a number of ground force barracks were also hit, which, according to this information, the possibility of an attack or ground sabotage by a neighboring country or supported groups is also reported to be possible. However, in response, Iran is activating its own missile launchers from missile cities, and reports of firing 100 missiles have been transmitted, and periodically a number of drones are also in the process of engaging and activating the defense of the other side, and ultimately limiting its air force. However, sabotage teams and fighter jets in the border areas continue to hit a number of launchers due to the presence of satellite images.
Important news from this conflict is that the Islamic Republic of Iran's army announced air defenses have hit, destroyed, and shot down 2 Israeli F-35 fighter jets. It is worth mentioning that pictures of one of the female pilots of these fighter jets have been released, who was arrested in Iran. On the other hand, during the attack, most of the Iranian missiles were apparently targeted, and attempts were made by Iran to hunt down the opposing side's defense systems, and clashes were also published by various sources. However, sources including Reuters and several other Western sources claim that Iran was looking to carry out a large missile attack with 1,000 to 2,000 missiles. The units are currently making initial preparations, and we will probably witness an attack before or after the talks on Sunday, and it remains to be seen whether Iran will participate in the talks or not. It also goes without saying that despite the airstrikes on the country's air bases, the Hamadan and Shiraz air bases are still active. But part of the fleet of these bases, including the Sukhoi 24 and F-4 fleets, which are essentially bombers, have been moved to safe locations in the country. The interesting thing about Major is that the Sukhoi 35 fighter jets have not yet been flown in the country, and there have been no attacks on them yet, because they have not been officially handed over to the Air Force for days, and the fighters are currently under the cover of this name, while the aforementioned fighters are more ready for combat in flight. Regarding the missile base, several attacks have been carried out on the Tabriz-Kermanshah missile base and several other points. However, despite the attack on the entrance and exit doors of the facility, the main part of the missile facility was preserved thanks to its presence in the heart of the earth. However, the Israeli Air Force is currently seeking to suppress the Air Force and all missiles available and without cover, and has put a lot of pressure on the country's air defense sector in the fleet, which currently has the entire defense burden on their shoulders. Also, due to the attacks in Tehran, part of the fleet at this airport was also hit, and the capital's Falcons are flying periodically to maintain the security of the Iranian capital, and efforts to protect the skies of the capital in Esfahan are still ongoing. On the other hand, as the morning progressed and the images were collected, images of a 5th-generation jet spy drone were also published by domestic media, which could not be confirmed as a hunt by the country's air defense. On the other hand, images of several Syad missile wreckages have also been seen in the country, which is one of the most advanced missiles currently available. But apart from the aforementioned missiles, a SAM-K-3 class missile was also seen in the country, which is the main air defense missile of the United States Navy fleet, and it is still unknown how this wreckage entered the country. Thank you very much for being with us, friends. We would be very grateful if you follow our channel on YouTube, Telegram to be informed of the latest military video news. Other parts are God and Guardian.